Look at that. Delicious, wonderful dip. Just waiting for you to enjoy it. Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some guacamole. Now guacamole, oh, let me tell you folks, these beautiful fruits right here, the avocado, it is delicious. And when you make this wonderful dip, which sometimes uses as a sauce, guacamole is fantastic. This guy, wonderful. They are not hard to work with. Today I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to make a simple, basic, base batch of guacamole. Now there's ways of dressing this up, like using toasted garlic. You can use tomatoes. There's all kinds of little things that you can add to your guacamole. But today I'm going to show you how to make just a basic, no frills, kind of your beginning recipe for guacamole. It's a great one and it's delicious. Now before we get into the ingredients, please do me a favor. Take a look in the description box below, and that's where the link to my website is, where I have recipes all in PDF format. There's instructions that are detailed in those recipes, as well as lots of pictures. Really helps out. Also, other merchandise for Texas Cooking Today is there. My aprons, caps, and more. Please take a look at that. In addition, I have Wisio and I have Patreon. Now, if you're a Patreon supporter and you're interested in helping out with Texas Cooking Today, it will be appreciated. And please take a look at that. Thank you very much. And please come on over here. Let's take a look at this. Get started on this recipe after we take a look at these delicious ingredients. Come on. The ingredients that I'm going to be using today starts here. I've got some avocados, onion, cilantro, lime juice, a little bit of salt, and some pepper sauce. Pepper sauce of your choice, folks, whichever one you like the best. Now I'm going to be using Cholula in mine, and you can use also flavored sauces, like if you wanted to go with chipotle, that also works. Let's get into making this. It starts with doing a little bit of prep work, and then it all comes together real quick. Now let's start with our cilantro. All I'm going to do when I'm going to be cutting up cilantro, I bend the stalks over just a little bit, just so I get more of the leaf there, and I just go working my way through it. Now right there, it looks like I'm getting close to about 3 tablespoons. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and just stop. Now this, a little cross-cutting, because I don't want too many big pieces in there. And there it is, folks. That is our cilantro ready to go. All right, now I'm going to do my onion next. I don't need this whole onion. In fact, I'm not even going to need half of it. What I don't use though, well, I'm going to be making some pico de gallo in a little bit, and I'll use the rest of it on that. But I need to go ahead and fix this to give me some small dice, okay? All right. Now, if you're interested in how I normally handle onions, please take a look at my onion cutting video. It has a lot of really good information in it. Now I need some small dice here. I need about 1/4 cup, and that looks like about what I have right there. So, there we go. Wasn't that too simple? So we've got all that ready. Let's take a look at these guys. Now the first thing, take off any labels if you see them. Push the stem out of the way. Just pop it with your thumb. Usually they pop right out of the way. This one doesn't have one. And the reason I recommend that is because it makes it difficult to slice these open. And we're going to go right down the middle, and that would mean cutting right through that where the pit was. Or excuse me, where the stem was. Not the pit. My goodness, I'm Losing it here. There we go. A little twist, and there we have it. Now this one's got some brown spots up in here, and that's just not going to hurt my feelings because I'm just going to cut it right on out of there. All right, there we go. Now let's take a look at this one and hope for a little bit better. There we go. Now, when you have an avocado open and the pit is still in there, sometimes they can be a little bit firm. Other times they might just pop right out. If they are in there firm, take your knife and gently push the knife with a gentle hit right into that. Don't hit it hard because you're not looking to cut through your hand. These pits are not that hard. All right, see that? How my knife barely went into it? A little twist as I push down, and boom, there it is. Now to get that off of there, and I've had people say, well, what do you do to get it off the knife? Just hit it on the board, like that. There we go. There we are. So there goes those. Now we're gonna get on to peeling them next. Now I've heard a lot of folks on a lot of different cooking videos that'll tell people, you just use a spoon to scoop out that avocado. You don't have to have a spoon to scoop it out. You just need to grab the skin and peel the thing, all right? That's all it takes, that right there. Pretty basic, isn't it? Of course, that's also why you're watching Texas Cooking Today, so you can catch some of these really cool, nifty little ideas that aren't always passed around on all of the shows. All right, it is time to get on with this. So let's take our avocados right down into the bowl. Okay, let me get this out of my way. All right, now this is very simple. We're going to use a basic masher and just mash those avocados like so. Now you can use a fork for this if you don't own a masher. Now once you get it just begun, just kind of broken down like that, then go ahead and put in the rest of your items. I'm going to get my onion in there, put my cilantro right down in there. I want some salt. I'm going to start with about ½ teaspoon. My lime juice, oh yes, right there. And of course, everyone needs a little bit of hot sauce, and if a bit spills over the side, oh dear. Actually, I like mine just a little bit on the piquant side, so hey, that's really cool to do it that way. You get that spiciness. And of course, you can use whichever hot sauce you prefer, and as I've always said, you can always add more, but you can't take it out, so go light to begin with. There we go. All right. As you can see, that is not very difficult at all. Now, something you always want to do, this isn't always, whenever you're making anything in the kitchen, take a little bit out, taste it, see if you need to correct your seasoning. Do you need more lime juice, more salt, more pepper sauce? Oh, that is delicious. It's perfect the way it is. I'm gonna leave it alone and enjoy. Now, this just needs a nice place to be served, and I like to use usually a little ramekin or a dish like that. It's generally, it looks really nice when you dress it up with your guacamole. The quantity of everything that we've used today starts right here. Normally I use about 3 small size avocados for this recipe. They didn't have small ones, so today I got 2 large ones. You can go 3 to 4 small or 2 large like this. On the cilantro, you're looking for about 2 to 3 tablespoons of fine chopped cilantro, a quarter of a cup of fine diced onion, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt, just depending on your taste, and a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of pepper sauce, again, according to your taste. So add a little bit, and if you want more, always put in a little more, but you can't take it out if you put in too much. Let's take a look at the end product on this and see what we've got. All right, I do believe it's time to get my guacamole in a bowl. Now, and depending on how you like your guacamole, some people like it a little more chunky, some people like it nice and smooth and creamy. I like mine in a case like this where I'm going to be using it probably for a dip and or for tacos. I want it to have that kind of a chunky side to it. Sometimes some chips to dress it up does the trick. There we are, guacamole. Oh boy, that's a winner. It's so good. Fresh, lively. This is going to be really good on tacos later. That's why I made it. I made this. I'm going to do some pico de gallo. I've got this beef that has been, slow cooking with green chilies. It's going to be such good tacos. But you're going to have to watch that video separate. This video was about guacamole, and I appreciate you watching. Please take a look right down below in the description box. That's where you're going to find links to my website, to my social media, and everything else that I do. It's right there. Okay, so please click on my website, check out my recipes. The other merch for Texas Cooking Today is there. I do appreciate your time. Folks, if you'd like to help out with Texas Cooking Today, Patreon is a great way to do it. Please take a look. Thank you for helping out for those who have. I appreciate you. Folks, you have a good day, and please enjoy your guacamole. I'm going to.